If you've been watching our channel, there's a good chance at some point you have seen this sitting in the background on our videos. This is affectionately known as piece of Jeep. We went and bought an 84 CJ7 because Amber really wanted a Jeep. And we're like, we'll just buy one and we'll fix it up. I don't know anything about Jeeps. Amber didn't know anything about Jeeps. So we saw it and we drove down there, and it was about 80 miles away. And we're like, does it run and drive? He said, yeah, it runs and drives, no problem. We're like, okay. We'll look at it, and you know, this isn't the tub that was on it when we got it, but the tub is rotten everywhere there. It's see-through on the inside. You can see the frame. It was see-through back there. It was see-through over there. The tailgate was completely rusted out. The windshield frame was completely rusted out, and we're like, that's all replaceable, no problem. There's parts, every part, you can buy every part of a Jeep you want to buy. So we're like, sure, we'll take it. We drove it home. By the time we got home, Amber didn't want a Jeep anymore. But I mean, it ran and it drove. Well, we decided we're gonna put a YJ tub on it because that's what everybody said to do. And I'm like, okay, well, no problem. YJ tub looks the same, should be exactly the same, no problem. It was a problem. So where our problem started was we wanted to keep the CJ dash. Well, CJ dash wouldn't bolt to the YJ tub. I said, no big deal. Just cut the top of the CJ tub off and weld it onto the YJ tub. Now the CJ dash fits. The CJ windshield was rusted out, and we had this YJ one, so we'll just put that one on there, and that worked out pretty good. We have some modifications to do in there, and it's been 3 years since we worked on this, so I really don't remember everything that needs to be done. We're going to kind of go over the highlights of what I know needs to be done, and we're going to inventory the parts that we have so we can kind of see what we need to start gathering up. After we got the tub off, we took the new tub, just set it on there and strapped everything down to a trailer and hauled it to Colorado during one of our trips to Colorado, because at that time I didn't have any tools here. I didn't really have any way to work on anything. As you'll see, when we pulled the engine out, we actually had to use the old frame and a cherry picker ratchet strapped to the old frame to move the engine around once we had it out of the Jeep. And we'll overlay the picture. It's pretty redneck, I'll be honest. So while we're in Colorado, we're getting the frame all ready. We're cleaning all the rust off of it, and we're gonna paint it up and make it look nice, and it is terrible. It's rusted through everywhere. So I looked and looked and looked, and a CJ7 frame was impossible to find. Well, we already had a YJ tub, so why not a YJ frame? So I found a YJ frame. I got the frame, and the body bolted on perfect. It lined up like it was meant to be on there. It was. So then we are like, well, you know, we don't want the 4.2, and I had looked and I did a little bit of research, and I decided that rather than trying to fix up the 4.2, it would be much better off just to 4-liter swap it with a newer fuel injected 4-liter. So I found I think it was a 93 Jeep Cherokee. I don't remember if it was Grand Cherokee regular, it doesn't matter. But it had a 4-liter, the high output, and it was fuel injected, and it was a complete car, and it was the right price, so I bought it. Got it running, drove it around the yard, and pulled the engine out of it. Sold parts off the rest of it, but we have the engine and transmission out of that Cherokee. The transfer case out of the Cherokee was no good. It was full-time 4-wheel drive, so it went down the road. I bought the parts to swap the transfer case, the Dana 300 transfer case that came in this Jeep, well, this Jeep, and hook it up to the automatic transmission out of the Cherokee, because when we were building this, remember, we're still building this for Amber at the time, and she really wanted automatic, and we're going to leave it that way for now. Bought the parts to hook the transfer case to the automatic out of the Cherokee, and got our YJ frame ready. And since we already had to cut all of the mounts off of the axles to put the YJ frame on the CJ axles, we decided, well, while we're doing it, we'll just do a spring over swap and give it a little bit of a lift kit. So we did that, and that worked out really well. We got everything all put together, and everything fits pretty well. While we were swapping the YJ tub on here, I really didn't want the YJ tailgate that opened to the side. We wanted to retain the original CJ tailgate, so I drilled and tapped some holes, and I've got a little bit of fixing to do there, but the tailgate does work if it's not rusted shut. Ow, that's sharp. Gonna have to fix that. There's a wasp's nest in here somewhere. See, the tailgate works. It goes down like it's supposed to.
What?
I ordered a 1-inch body lift kit for this, or a maybe 2-inch body lift kit for this a long time ago, and I couldn't find it for the life of me. Guess what I just found? So guess what we have? 2 of, which this is a 1-inch body lift for a YJ. I figured since we have a YJ tub and we need a 1-inch body lift, because if we go back up here to the front, another thing that I didn't realize is with a YJ tub on a YJ frame and a CJ front wrap, the body here needs to be raised up so we can close this gap. This is sitting down as low as it can go. I mean, the grill is actually hitting the frame in the front up here. So we're gonna have to raise the tub up so that the front wrap will fit on there. Even with the drop pitman arm that I have in the shop there, our drag link is wanting to pass right through the front leaf spring. And that's a lot of angle, and it's gonna cause drivability problems. So we're gonna have to figure that out. So here we have all the stuff that we boxed up and put away in storage when we took the Jeep apart. And we're just gonna go through it. So we're going to Colorado tomorrow. And while we're there, since part of this project was done there, I wanna make sure that we don't need to find any parts that might've got left there. So we're just gonna go through the boxes and see what we have. Okay, well, I was wondering where that went. This is an adapter so that we can put our Cherokee automatic and hook it up to the Dana 300 that came out of that Jeep. We've got the shifter for the Cherokee so we can hook the transmission up. We've got the clutch pedal rod, I think. We've got 2 identical parking brake pedals. I'm not sure why we have 2 of those. Maybe one of them came off the tub and one of them came off the CJ. I'm really not sure. Glove box. Oh, there's that. So this is one thing we needed to find. This is the original Speedo out of the Jeep, and it has the CJ, and it has this fuel gauge and the temp gauge. We're gonna try to get that back in and make it work. You can buy all the parts to fix that up. The glove box store. You know, we got the fuel pump for the 4-liter so we can make it run. It's in tank. I might try to adapt it because we have the gas tank that came out of the CJ. I'm not sure if we're even gonna be able to use that. And if I can, I'd like to use the Cherokee's, not the whole sending unit, but the fuel pump anyway. I don't know what we're gonna be able to do there. I think that's it in there. So here's the pitman arm, the drop pitman arm. And here's the other 1-inch body lift kit that we bought that I didn't realize we already had one of. So now we have 2. In this box, we have 1,000 Ziploc bags. And each one of these bags has nothing in it. Like four bolts, and where it came from. This is Amber taking a vehicle apart. I don't think she realized that it's gonna take longer to sort through all these bags than it would be just to throw them in a box and find the one you need. In our last tote, we have the entire wiring harness out of that Cherokee and the computer and just more. This is the shifter cable for the Cherokee. We got a paint roller and a paint roller handle. This is for bed liner, because we bed linered the bottom of the tub when we were in Colorado. We're gonna get more into that as we work on the Jeep, show you what we've done and what we're gonna do to finish it. I think we found everything we were looking for. Most importantly, I needed to make sure that I had that wiring harness and that computer out of that Cherokee, because that car is actually still in Colorado, and if I needed to get parts out of it while we were there, seems like a good time to do it while we're there, right? When we get back, we're gonna finish what we started. We've got big plans for the Jeep, and most importantly, we wanna get it running and driving and take it 4-wheeling. See you soon.